Welcome to my stream. I'm Tšuhna, and today we play Sid Meier's Civilization 4 Beyond the Sword. And to be specific, I'll show you how to survive throughout the war mode as Finland. So first things first, let's open the road to war mode. This will take a moment. And we will start in 1936, Europe. And play as Finland, because of course we'll play as Finland. Difficulty, I will be leaving at Noble. If you're a rookie, I'd advise you to start as settler or chieftain. I found chieftain to be somewhat easier for some reason than settler, but it could just be because I'm weird. And let's begin. Then take notice of where Finland is right now in terms of score. So equal points, well, now 1 point ahead of Poland. And very first thing I'll send a cruiser to the coast of Portugal, because there's something going to happen. Something is going to happen there, and I want my ship to be there to make contact with someone. And the very first thing you should do if you intend to play as Finland and choose for the game to follow accurate historical events, then you should definitely choose laboratory as your first technology. And I'll show you why. So let's see, where's laboratory there. So what it make? So it allows us to build a laboratory, which, as you can see, boosts the research output of a city by 50%. So you will want to research this first, and then build the laboratories in every city. And the reason you want to do that is because, well, playing as Finland means you will get attacked by the Soviets, and the Soviets love to use massed artillery, which can destroy your army without before they even have a chance to fight. So laboratory first. Oh, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So what is it? So as you can see, there's this grid. Each of these boxes means a spot of means a square I can bombard with the artillery battery. And if I were to barrage this unit, they would take casualties, and they cannot fire back if I use the barrage option. Range bombardment, I mean. And on top of that, if there was enemy in one of these squares when the turn changes, then any artillery in this within range of the enemy that is in this spot would get every single artillery unit would bombard that enemy here. Or if the enemy was here or here, you get the point. So let's see if let's say I have 20 artillery units in this spot, and the enemy moved units here. They would get unalived immediately. And this is just regular artillery. Heavy artillery adds a great system that adds one more ring. So 3 squares here, 3 squares here, 3 squares here, 3 squares here. Meaning a artillery unit in this spot could bombard units stationed here. And Soviets will definitely research heavy artillery as soon as possible. And if I don't have heavy artillery when the war starts, oh, I'm screwed. That's the long and short of it. So I need to research. I need to research I need to research technology. The technologies that allow me to boost my research capabilities. The research output, I mean. So research, and let's turn on emphasize great person, because those are important. They can really help you, especially early on. And that should be all. Yeah, that sounds about right. Except no. Actually, the very first thing I should do is boost productivity, because each of these factories adds a huge amount of productivity, and these buildings are fast are quick to construct. So let's start with aircraft factories. So output first, then research. Sorry, apologies to anyone who is listening to this while already playing. If you're the sort of guy who does that. So now we are on turn number 3. And we are turn number 3, and there are 18 turns left before I have laboratory. For now. So if that math holds true, then it should take 20 turns total to research laboratory. So build all the factories you can, and then when they're built, turn on research. Now, as you can see, that shaved 4 turns, or 3. Let's see. We're now on turn 4. No, turn 5. So count. So we have four turns have passed, and we have 13 turns to go for now. So total 17 turns, and it started at 20. And let's see, laboratory in 12 turns, or is it? No, it's 10. And now it's 9. So now it's 14 turns total when it started at 20. And now it's 7 turns. 6 turns. With 5 or 6 turns gone. And now we have hit point of diminishing returns. No, no, not quite. There are still a couple of cities apparently, but they're looks like they're going to take a few additional turns. Oh, great spy. Which reminds me that I already screwed up something. Actually, I might as well not spy on Miklas and Benes at all because they won't be sticking around for long. President Moskitski, I think, will be there will be an exception, as will President Ulmanis. Anyway, let's spy on USSR. And now we have one turn left, and we have played what, 7, 8 turns? No, 10. I believe it's 10. Well, we'll see it. We'll see in a moment how many turns it was. Total of 8 turns with research turned on. The next technology should be household goods. The reason for that is because we need to get to polymerization, which enables industry level 2. And requirements for it are laboratory and household goods. And what does industry level 2 give us? Well, it boosts our military unit production by 50%, lowers unit support costs, and lowers military unit support costs. And Spanish Civil War started. Right on schedule. So, as you can see, nationalist Iberia is the name of the country. Color code red. Let's see where they are. Might as well bring the ship back now that I have made a first contact. now that I have now that now that I have research laboratory, I should that I start building laboratories one by one without slowing down the research boost. I should have done that I should have done that already, but forgot. But I'm confident that I can still survive despite this little oversight. Let's see if I can't change multiple cities. Okay, so looks like 2 cities is a maximum. With just one laboratory built, it boosted the ability to do research quite significantly. So when these laboratories are finished, I will have quite a boost to my research ability. Oh, look, the Soviets are also researching laboratory. Oh. Of course, this great engineer offers me household goods right before I have it anyway. And the next technology come on. Oh, right. Winter is coming, meaning there's snow. Which in turn means I lost my thought there for a moment. So the winter is coming, and in this mod it means that the terrain turns from summer terrain to winter terrain. And it makes quite a difference for some countries, as Finnish troops have special promotion, as do Soviets. Winter warfare. And if we take a look at the others, if we take a look at the Soviet troops, you can see that they also have the winter warfare thing. No one else has it, but except Finns and Soviets. Well, except maybe Canadians. I'll have to check that. Certainly none of the other other combatants in World War II, except maybe Canadians, Finns, and except Finns, Soviets, and maybe Canadians, have the winter warfare promotion. I should probably start training. So some workers. And also build more laboratories. I think I will be needing. You'll probably want at least 3 workers. And the reason you'll want them is twofold. One, you need to build fortifications so that your army can survive the attacks. And the second reason is that there will be saboteurs that will attack. That will sabotage your resource nodes, your buildings, your research. They will steal your research, things like that. But most important, workers can't help you with the enemy stealing research, but they can restore nodes back to original after enemy spies have destroyed towns or fields or mines, etc. And now the next city. Let's see if I can squeeze two. Oh, I can. How about third? No. Worth a try. So I have 3 laboratories coming in. So where is the snow now? I believe that's in Georgia or something. Might as well get some construction squeeze in right now. Considering there was an excess of research capacity. And I will be needing the bonuses provided by the buildings, which I haven't built yet. And there's the industry level 2. And the next technology will be, well, if Finland had uranium, I would research chain reactor, because chain reactor also boosts the research speed. But it requires uranium, which Finland doesn't have. So instead we will go with basic anti-air. At this point it makes little to no difference, because all this and this will all be needed to get heavy artillery. So basic anti-air right now. Oh, right. Okay, I screwed up again, so take note of my mistakes and do not repeat them when playing this mod. So do not forget to bring your research focus to the maximum you can afford. And if you get if or when you get great engineers, it's probably best to use them to discover new technologies, unless the technology is one you have already almost completed, because as you can see, the boost is significant, 1158 points. So that's easily two turns worth of that. That is almost 2 turns worth of research. The alternatives aren't really worth it unless the technology the great engineer wants to research is one that you have already put in the work for. In which case you can choose to wait until your current technology has been researched, and then see if the great engineer has an alternative to offer, and if not, then you can think about using them as a super specialist in a city. Now let's see if I can squeeze one worker. I can. How about... Nope. Not a construction project, but one worker. Fair enough. I almost forgotten that I have laboratories still unbuilt. So Ivalo is now building a laboratory. Rovaniemi already has one. Oulu has one. Kuopio has one. Vaasa has one. Pori has. And Helsinki, of course, has one. And now that I have the three workers that I like to have, I can start building barracks and Air Force bases and things like that one by one. without impacting without yeah, I can afford that. So little bit of boost so that I can move on to building barracks and things like that a little bit earlier. Let's start with the barracks. Let's see if I can't sneak in. Oh, I can sneak in an air base. And couple. And an Air Force base is under construction now. Now I will be. This is optional, but if you find yourself with workers with nothing to do, it might be a good idea to have them build as many mines as they can, because there is a small chance of discovering strategic resources. Most of the time, the resources discovered are iron, copper, coal, useless things like that. But once in a blue moon, it's uranium. The uranium, which is an extremely scarce resource here. The only sources of uranium I can remember are in France, in Scotland, possibly in Canada. No uranium in Canada. But US has one here. French North Africa doesn't have any, but Italy does, as does Germany. Curious that Czechoslovakia doesn't have one, because that's it will actually be historically accurate to have a uranium deposit in Czechoslovakia. Poland doesn't have one. Germany has oil, which is not entirely accurate. Poland shouldn't have oil either. Romania should have. So that's accurate. Pretty sure Albania shouldn't have oil, but neither should Finland. And Turkey doesn't have anything interesting. And now the bane of my existence. All this oil. It would be so nice if France and UK didn't have all this oil, or if the Soviet Union didn't have all this oil, or that uranium. Not enough of that. Next, mass production. And the Air Force base has been built. Well, one of them. Might as well build the army barracks. Let's double check if I can't. No, I can't sneak one in without losing my advantage in research speed. Let's see if this. No, it won't. It won't boost my research speed. Oh. Oh. It wouldn't. So I have been lagging one. I've been lagging one turn behind. That one turn behind. But all this stuff needed to be done. So I guess that's worth it. That's worth it. I think I should start building my army right about now. Fine. One unit at a time. And it has to be artillery. Well, 2 units. You will be needing two types of units, especially artillery and fighters. Anti-air guns are also useful, but they are only good for static defense. There's the industry level 3 hydroforming. Did I did I mention why hydroforming is so important? Or did you see what did you see what the box that explained why? In case you didn't, in case I didn't say it and you didn't see the box, well, the reason is that that hydroforming allows industry level 3. And looks, apparently I could have done that earlier, but let's see what industry level 3. So 100% boost to military unit production, lower unit support costs, and lower military unit support costs. So I didn't really lose anything by delaying the research of hydroforming by a couple. But you should probably prioritize it over anything else once you have hit once you have reached industry level 2. I hate this winter mechanic so much. Why must this change of terrain take so much resources from my CPU that it delays everything? Hydroforming. Actually, let's see what buildings I can build this. Oh, this one turn. Because if I can complete barracks in every city, it is one turn. Yes, I can. And this brief boost. Yeah, it is. I mean, this this brief slack or excess in my resources should be spent on something useful. Such as espionage, or if you want, you could just pocket the money and use it as a tactical reserve. I choose to use it on espionage. And there's the industry level 3. And now it doesn't make much difference what I research, because everything leads to, because, well, let's see. Heavy tanks, heavy artillery is here, and it requires advanced weapons. And heavy artillery requires advanced weapons, which requires improved C3I and logistics, which requires improved weapons, which requires medical service. Except these are also required. Light tank destroyers, sloped armor, and heavy tanks. These are prerequisites. And looks like simply choosing which technology you wish to strive for. You can automate the research. I did not know that before. I've been playing this game and its variations for 18 years. No, not quite, 17 years or so, and I did not know that you can simply set a goal and the game will automatically research all the prerequisites. Oh, I know now. Still, it's probably good idea to memorize at least the prerequisites for some technologies, so that you can balance between that not balance, but have different chains or research paths alternate. Like here, I first prioritized maximizing production, and now I am prioritizing the focus on researching heavy artillery, which at this moment means researching like tanks. And the Soviet Union is also researching light tanks. They're a little bit ahead of me on that regard. But it doesn't really matter. Except I should probably start building my army, because I will be needing a lot. I will be needing a lot of artillery in 30 years, in something like 26 turns time. But no. Oh. No, some 30 turns, I think. Namely the time when the winter war starts. At which point I will be needing a lot of artillery right here on the Soviet border. And bye bye, Austria. Now, as much artillery as possible. I will just have to I will just have to accept the slight delay in researching light tanks, because I will be needing those artillery pieces before I even realize. And when that happens, I'm pretty sure I won't. I'm pretty sure that I will be happier with an excess of artillery than I'd be with a shortage of them. And once each of these cities has produced an artillery piece, I will be producing some fighters. Might as well have every city produce an artillery piece. And then when they have built artillery, they can produce fighters. And then go back to research. Oh, I had completely forgotten that there are Air Force bases that haven't been built yet. So slight change of plans for the cities that haven't built air bases yet. Luckily I have extra cash to burn on those. Fuck's sake. I did not click on change nation. No, 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 no. Actually, what am I doing? That was not how it was supposed to go. Then a little bit, then a handful more fighters. Once it now let's get back to work. That should have compensated for the lack for my mistakes a little bit. Now let's get back to regular programming. Now that each city has a fighter, next focus will be artillery. But that will be in a few turns. And not before. And there goes Czechoslovakia. I think I will be sending this one to Vardö. Now, where else can I build? mines there, there, and next there. These will have to wait until I have taken Murmansk and Karelia, because I will be taking them. Get a move on. This doesn't help anyone. I guess I might as well see what my dear neighbor is doing, and might as well spy on Canada as well. It makes a little difference which of the Western allies I spy on. They're all of their espionage scores will be added together anyway. Okay, so that doesn't help actually. So I might as well keep building artillery here. This is taking ridiculously long time. What can I do? Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not having my citizens starve. once those improved weapons have been achieved, I will be upgrading my infantry. Actually, I'll probably also move my infantry from various cities to the forts. Which means I should probably start building anti-air guns as well. Is there any chance I could squeeze? No. Pity. Once the improved weapons has been researched, then I will take a short break from this research focus and get some more guns. By which I mean artillery, followed by fighters, because I will be needing a lot of fighters. The Soviet Air Force is no joke. I guess I'll train some anti-tank guns as well. What? No. What? I'm pretty sure I did not order that unit to do that. Or did I? Come on! So, to players who have not played Civilization 4, that red face means that the citizens are angry, and they're angry because there's no ground unit defending the city. Now, every single city that isn't already producing troops will produce one artillery piece. The rest keep producing what they're producing. before producing artillery pieces each. Then everyone will produce a fighter, and after that return to researching technologies. And of course the damn idiot moved back to Rovaniemi after the replacement was already in the play, was already there. No, 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 no. This is taking forever. Again. Come on. Why is Sweden sabotaging me? Oh, oh, what? Oh, they discovered gold. That's nice. Okay, so I have fallen behind General Secretary Stalin. That's not good. And the World War II starts. I don't think I will be needing tank destroyers quite yet, so I'm going to risk it and get some get some bombers. I will get some bombers. Actually, I think I'll move extra fighters to the border areas just in case. And then and now Okay, so considering that the war is imminent, I should probably have every city producing through some sort of military units. And more artillery. So, as much artillery as possible and as many fighters as possible. I'll show why I need fighters in a minute. They'll probably attack here. And there's exactly why I need fighters. So now I need to do fighter sweeps. And now, one more fighter sweep, just to be safe. Let's see if there are... Oh, of course there are more fighters. The enemy really has way too many fighters. And that's why that is all my fighters expended, at least for this turn. I will be needing a lot more in the following turns. Of course. I should probably have used that that general on something else, like as military instructor, to get the extra experience points. Oh well. Do not do the same mistakes I do, but instead learn from them. They do not make the same mistakes that I do. Instead, learn from them. So my goal is not only to defend my southeastern flank, but also take Karelia and Murmansk. See how the enemy keeps attacking this spot. What? Of course the enemy rolls in. Now with that tank here, I need to stop jumping around and just stay exactly where you are. This is getting ridiculous. So I've made some tactical errors, but as you can see on the isthmus, the enemy uses massive amounts of artillery. As well as tanks, and artillery wins the day most of the time. So the secret to survival is massive amounts of artillery. Just look at these numbers. The Ruskis keep throwing at me. Where do you... Where do they keep getting those units from? And as you can see, I just eradicated enemy armor formation by barraging it to death. Okay, so I underestimated the number of troops I'd need today. I'd need to take Murmansk. And to make things worse, make things even worse, I cannot replenish my forces up north to actually take the city. So as you can see, my defenses are holding, even despite the fact that I did some very stupid things with my troops. seriously? They bring more troops here. Fuck this shit. I'm done trying to take that city. And there you have it. And there you have it again. Just passive barrage, the passive bombardment from these two positions eradicated the remaining enemy units here. Of course, they brought more. But I'm sure my defenses will hold. Not up north, but still pretty sure this battle was pretty sure this war was supposed to end on this turn. Okay, so this game, this playthrough has not worked anywhere near like usual. I suspect that I spent too much time researching and not nearly enough time building armies. And that's why I'm losing, because I believe I've usually had more troops ready at this difficulty level. I mean, anyway. Alright, I almost forgot that I still have my battleships, my cruisers. Oh, right. That's another difference. Usually I have my cruisers right here, where that tank is now. I suspect that their firepower is what was missing here. Well, one of the things. Thankfully, the war should end right now. And there we go. Anyway, the winter war is over, and if this game had gone anywhere near like usual, I would continue playing. But seeing as this game is almost unsalvageable right now, I believe I'll simply stop right here. Once I have finished preparing these troops, or issuing orders to the troops. And that wraps it up. How to survive as Finland in the Road to War mod of the Civilization 4 Beyond the Sword. Thanks for watching.